Today we're going to talk about the power of 5 steps. But before we do that, I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button, please. And hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to select the like button whenever you finish watching this video. The power of 5 steps. In order to go from one level to the next, we have to use steps. Unless you could jump from one level to the other, then steps has to be involved. And a lot of times we as human beings, we like to accelerate or want things to go so fast that we overlook the process. But there is a process in everything. Go back and watch my video on the power of process and you will understand that. So when you think about 5 steps, we're going to look at it as 5 basic steps that you need to take, and you cannot leap over one. You have to go in order. If it doesn't go in order, it will not work. The first step that we'll talk about today is knowledge. You have to acquire knowledge. You have to go out there and you have to read. You have to look at your mind as a bucket of dirty water. And as you put a hose in it and you turn that hose on and put it on full throttle, that water displaces the dirty water and replaces it with clean water. So you have to acquire knowledge. So you have to read. You have to watch motivational videos. You have to go out there and find people who are expert at your craft and learn from them. You have to go out there and use sites like idiots.org and use that to learn anything you need to learn in order to fulfill and understand what you're wanting to know. So you have to go out there and acquire the knowledge. You have to always remember, whatever is in the well will come up in the bucket. If it's not in the well, it cannot come up in the bucket. If you didn't put it in, you cannot get it out. So the basic concept is to go out there and be 1% better than you were the day before. Go out there and learn. And as you learn, you'll find, even as you go to the gym and you work out and your muscles build, that's the same way your mind will build. That's the same way your environment will build. It will literally change because your way of thinking is changing. And that's the acquisition of knowledge. But when you acquire knowledge, you have to move on to step 2, which is skill. You cannot get skill without the application of knowledge. So knowledge by itself is useless unless it's applied. When you apply knowledge now, then your skills come about and you grow your skills. Your skills are what will attract people. The good book said your gifts will make room for you and bring you before great men. So you see, your skills are what will attract the people that you need, the clients that you need, the people that you need. If you're going to be a baker, you want to go out there and practice your craft. You want to go out there and hone your craft so that whenever you're purchasing or you're selling something, people will pay you what you're worth. You see, it's not about your time. It's all about your value. And when you go out there and you cultivate your skill, you create that value. And that value causes the next things to happen. Your network. Your network grows because as your skill grows, your value grows, and people are attracted to you, and people will come and pay you for your value. The better you are at what you do, is the more people are willing to pay you for what you do. The more you're able to bring solutions to the table, is the more people will compensate you for those solutions. The more you're able to bring answers into people's lives, the more you're able to solve and help them with what they need, is the more they're willing to compensate you. And as a result, word spreads about you. People start talking about you for the value that you bring, for the skills that you have. And as a result, your network increases. And that's one of the only ways to create and increase your network. When you increase your skill and you increase your value, people start being attracted to that skill and attracted to that value. And as a result, you increase your network. You see, when you increase your network, you end up having step number 4. And step number 4 is resources. Those resources starts coming in. What happens? You start making money. You start making money. You start making money over and over and over again because of your network. And as your network, you start generating that revenue. And as you start generating that revenue, the blessings come in. Because as you are being a blessing to others, others are blessing you. As you're being a blessing to the societies that you're in, the societies that you're in is blessing you. As you're being a blessing to the community that you are in, your community that you're in is blessing you. You always have to learn to honor one another. Don't ever think you could use and abuse one another. You have to honor the skills on their lives, the anointings on their lives, the grace on their lives, the favor that's on their lives. Never pay somebody and think, oh my gosh, they're taking all my money. That's the wrong way to look at it. You look at it as you're blessing them and they're blessing you. And as a result, things reciprocate. The blessing starts flowing. Never give to an organization, to your church or anything, and give out of a grudging spirit. You always want to give out of a spirit of love. You always want to give out of spirit of charity. You always want to give out of a spirit of grace, because when you do that, it multiplies, it grows, and it comes back 100-fold in your direction. You see, so it's not about just doing something. It's the spirit that's behind it. We have to learn to honor one another. We have to learn to respect one another. We have to learn to love one another. And when we go out there and we honor one another and respect one another, then the blessings flow like how they need to flow. You see, when you do all of those 4 steps, you do step number 1. You go out there and you seek and you obtain knowledge. Then you do step number 2. You take that knowledge and you turn it into skill. And as a result, that skill creates step number 3, a network for you. And then step number 3, when upon creation of that network, your resources increases. And then it causes step number 5, your reputation will precede you. People will know you as somebody who does things with a spirit of excellence. People will know you as somebody that will not rob them. People will know you as somebody that will do them right. People will know you as somebody who does quality work. People will know that you are not somebody who just goes and throws things together, but you do it with a spirit of excellence. So you do top-notch work. And that's what you want to do. You want to have such a character that when people see you, they see you as a trustworthy person. They see you as an integral person. They see you as somebody of integrity. They see you as somebody that moves in love and moves in honor. They see you as a blessed person. They see you as a blessing in their lives, and you being a blessing to them, and they being a blessing to you. You see, we want to be blessing magnets. We want to go out there and attract the blessings and attract favor and attract love and attract grace into our lives. We don't want to go out there and not do that. You see, our reputations and our actions, everything to transcend us should go ahead of us. Should go ahead of us. Life is such a unique thing. As we come up on Thanksgiving and we come up on the thanks of giving thanks and learning and growing, we have to always remember that we have to take the pertinent steps in life in order to grow. And growth is a process. Growth is a process. It's a process in which it will take you doing it over and over again, and it will take you working at it. Nothing in life comes easy. Nothing in life comes easy. Everything is like a tree. You have to be able to plant that seed. And as you plant that seed, you have to be able to nurture that seed. And then you have to water that seed. And then you have to see that seed grow. Because that's the only way fruit will produce. You know, you could go back and look at the video, The Power of a Seed, and you'll learn more about a seed there. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for listening to this video and for learning from it. I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button, please, and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, go out and have an awesome day, and go out there and show love and show grace, and go out there and practice the power of the 5 steps. God bless you.